3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I got something a little bit different musically this time. I don't know why I never thought to tweak the speed of Super Nintendo music before, but after experimenting with Chrono Trigger's soundtrack here briefly, found something kind of eerie and moody to work with tonight. So we're going to be doing Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles again. Here's my announcement for the week. This is the last week I'm going to be doing this game twice in 1 week. Alright? We have basically run out of new things to experience in Crystal Chronicles until I reach a certain level of power that allows me to progress further. So, until we hit that point, it's going to be once a week. Don't know which day that's going to be, but we're going to be doing this alongside another game, and I'll be deciding which one that is tonight. Stay tuned and help me decide. If you want to pop in the chat, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Sit tight. Alright, there's a very specific reason I opened with Chrono Trigger music today. Let me see if I can get a new mix going before we move on to the thing that I want to examine. Yeah, it's like, before we start with Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, I want to... You see, I'm working on revitalizing an RPG project of mine, but at the end of the day, I really don't have that much in the way of assets to work with. Like, I have very little art on the whole, and what little I do have is basically going to be irrelevant, because I'm basically adopting a new art style in transitioning to a whole new engine with all new possibilities. You know what, this is fine. I'm not gonna mute any tracks on this song, we'll just have it play a bit slower. So, I need to make some sprites. They may not be, like, used at the end of the day, but basically what I'm doing is kind of making a map of all the sprites that were used for an individual character in Chrono Trigger, tracking what they were used for, how many frames they have, what directions they face, things like that. And basically trying to build a new sprite sheet template. And I came to realize that Chrono Trigger actually does not have that much in the way of, like, frame-by-frame animation for its characters. And that was surprising to me, because it seems like a very animated game. But the secret of the forest, no, the secret of the sprites in this game, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up long play footage to... Okay, actually I think I'm gonna mute whatever that track is. It's a little bit distracting. Ah, yeah, that's way better. The string sample in Chrono Trigger does get a little bit shrill at times. So can the choir as well, honestly. Anyway. Let me just go ahead and pull up this footage, and maybe it will help me explain what exactly I'm talking about. This is from World of Long Plays. Not my footage, of course. Played by Hasbo, or Razbo... Shoot, what was this guy's name again? Spazbo. Sorry, Spazbo 4. So, I've slowed the footage down by 50%. I'm going to be keeping a very specific eye on Chrono down here, as we see what poses he makes, and when he makes them. In the middle of an example battle against Yakra. I'm actually not sure what context this is, where he's, like, crouched on the ground. Is that when he takes a lot of damage? Oh yeah, he's at 7 health right now. So, okay, that's good to know. In a normal state, the characters in Chrono Trigger toggle between, like, 3 frames of idle animation with a weapon equipped. But when they're low on health, they'll just go to 1 frame of kneeling on the ground. Also, they constantly rotate. That's what Frog was doing over in the corner. They constantly rotate to face whatever enemy is basically the focus of attention. And goddamn, even with the footage slowed down so much, I still couldn't really count the frames of Chrono's attack animation, so I'm gonna go ahead and review that real quick. At a quarter speed. Alright, he goes through his run cycle, I believe. That is his full-on run cycle. As he runs up to attack an enemy, that's 1 frame for the sword raised, 3 for the pullback. And he only swings once. I guess it's different weapons that do the double swing. Also, that's kind of funny. I never noticed that Yakra up here stuck his tongue out whenever he took damage. What else can we observe? Chrono went back into, like, a battle-ready pose, rather than kneeling on the ground, so I wonder what's up with that. Luca is using a magic spell, by the way. That's what that weird effect is. Gonna go ahead and skip a bit. This guy's about to get, like, a partial party wipe here. Alright, then he transitions to a shocked sprite. I'm sure that's context-sensitive. Based entirely on Yakra's bum rush attack. And yeah, then transitioning to a flat on the ground state. So yeah, all in all, that was like a dozen frames, maybe even less, that was used to illustrate all that we just witnessed. I'm gonna try and skip to a part of the fight that has a special move, or even better, a combo move. Like cross slash with Frog. And we'll see how that plays out. In the words of Yakra, I bet you weren't expecting me today! feel like the monsters, like, they're animated very differently. And you'll notice a lot more, like, recycled frames of animation. In fact, I don't even think Yagra has a north-facing sprite. Hang on a minute, I want to see him do that bum rush attack again. So yeah, he goes between all three of them, and then he just, like, jumps back to his original position while still facing left or right. So yeah, they took a lot of, they pulled a lot of tricks to keep memory low. I'm fairly certain, I'll consult the Spriters resource later, but I'm pretty certain that Yagra does not ever face north. And, I mean, if your party only ever fights him in this formation, then there's no need for him to ever face north. You never see him outside of these battles. Alright, still waiting for a combo attack to get used. I really want to see that in action. Like, frame by frame, if possible. I'll take one with Luca, too. Ah, here we go, here we go. It's, Slurp Cut. No, wait, that's just a frog move. Well, needless to say, that's not a frog's actual tongue that's used to animate the Slurp Cut. That's just a chain of spheres. One frame. They just overlaid a bunch of little particles in a special pattern. And that's how you got that effect. Man, this guy's kind of getting his ass handed to him. Alright, here we go. I think he's about to use Flame Whirl with Luca, which means I'm probably going to have to shift the focus of the camera. That's a kick animation. I did not realize that Chrono used that in this particular attack. Oh, maybe that's just like a leaping animation. Because he's just like jumping over to where Luca is, so... I guess those are frames that are specific to Chrono's spin cut. Here I was thinking it was just the last frame of his regular attack in each of the 4 directions. By the way, there's only 3 directions used for any given sprite in Chrono Trigger. They are symmetrical, so whenever something is facing right, like that's how it is in the game's code, and it just gets flipped horizontally whenever they need it to move left or face left. Oh, that's kind of funny. The little spin sprite, that's completely different. It's on a completely different animation timing than the rest of Chrono's motions. So yeah, he just moves in a circle and he only uses those 4 frames. Plus 2 frames for a jump in and a jump out. Well, that tells me a lot just right there. That there's so much that you can learn from these old games. About the principles of animation and such. It's a subject that I suppose I'll be occupied with in the coming days. Well, that was a bit of a weird musical transition, but yeah, let's get started with FFCC for the day. Alright, D-pad was not working for a second there. That was weird. A couple of important things happened while I was grinding today. Let me go ahead and recap them. So... I finished the side quest with, Cecil and the old woman from Luda. I posted a picture of what happened on Twitter. I will bring it on screen now. So... went back to Tata just to grind a level, and I found them here, under a tree. And, it just straight up said that they were dead. And, Cecil was clutching a letter that said this. And, yeah, that was, surprising moment of, moodiness that I just was not prepared for. And when I came back... with another character, they were gone. They're just straight up dead and gone. Hopefully not reanimated, hopefully they just, like, decomposed in the miasma without having to worry about becoming undead. It's so fucking grim to talk about. Did I jump 10 pages by accident? Okay. I also completed a new step in the side quest with the princess without realizing it. There was an entire cutscene that played, however, I am not going to replay it here. Because, for one, it's out of sync and plays really ridiculously slowly. Like, you have to wait for an agonizingly long time for the text to form a complete sentence. And the dialogue is actually broken up into different sentence fragments. And it's all so slow. I'm gonna check online real quick. And see if I can find a recording of the scene from the GameCube version. I think I already found one, uploaded by one Chocolate Milk. Visual quality is gonna be terrible, but hey, at least we won't have to suffer through an inordinately... Oh my god, this they just, like, set a camcorder in front of their TV, didn't they? Oh, that was how you did it, back in, like, the fucking 2010s. 2010s? No, this was, like, before then that people were doing this kind of rubbish for LPs. Surely we had better tech by then. Alright, well, whatever. I'm just gonna mute the game. Hopefully the audio quality is decent? Oh, this is gonna disappoint me, isn't it? Well, I can at least say that I tried. Did they even record audio for this? I can't hear anything. Did I mute it by accident? I totally muted it by accident. Oh, right, they didn't have voice acting back then. So this is a new problem that Square Enix introduced in the remastered version. For some reason, adding in, like, voices... How did they screw it up so badly? I'm not gonna show you guys how slow it is in the remastered version. It's too painful. And again, I can't skip that cutscene, so if I load that up, we're gonna be sitting still here for like at least 3 whole minutes. Nevertheless, this does seem like a fairly important cutscene, so I do kind of want to let it all play out. I don't know who that is, by the way, next to the princess. I don't know who the hell she's talking to. Is it just some dude she met in Luda? Also, damn, this is Fire Emblem Fates levels of, sequestering royalty in a castle. Yeah, like, not even being able to see the outside. Like, you would think that Alphataria's castle would have a courtyard or something. Maybe it's a situation like with, Princess Elincia from, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, where her existence was, like, a public secret. Or would that be a private secret? It's a secret from the public, is what I'm trying to say. And she most certainly is not a Lilty, despite belonging to, apparently, a Lilty royal lineage. So, I really don't understand what the situation is with her. This cutscene gives her some character, but it does not elaborate much at all on the circumstances of her existence. A cutscene like this would have been pretty in character for a game like Final Fantasy Tactics. You want to know how slow this is in the remastered version? Here, I'll play that part again. It's like this. I swear to you, there were gaps in the text loading. And they had to space out the voice acting to compensate for that. I really have no idea how they botched this so badly. Oh damn, apparently, spoiler alert, there's gonna be a festival in Alphataria next time we go there. Where are we, by the way? On the other side of the river. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and let another year pass. Let me make sure we're actually setting out as, Shimi. I devoted myself to finishing this year with her, so we're gonna do that. And I said I was gonna go back to Rebina Terra, but I think I challenged that map with her before. I'd rather do that on stream with a different character, and also, Shimi's terrible at spellcasting, and that's, like, required in every inch of the temple. So, yeah, how about we do this instead? This is perfect for Shimi. A perfect little, like, melee gauntlet that, Lilty can thrive in. Let's see what's new in round 2. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say giant cats.
Never underestimate a monster.
Oh god, I hope there's not stone
warned
lizard men.
An old man with many caravans under his belt. I was grateful for his counsel, even before I set off. But I have since seen things that surpassed my worst fears. I can only hope he was speaking of this place. If not, what greater horror could possibly await us?
Is that like a cobra on top of the lion face? Looks very snakish. Also, I don't see anything different about this place just from the overhead view here. Alright, well, back to it then. And hey, this time we have a bit of an advantage. At least against the bats. We have gravity from the get-go. Sorry, not bats. Bees. Right. They don't show up very often, these bees. But they're enough of a pain that I never forget them. Oh, right. I think I may have a new weapon here. Oh, wait. It's just a halberd. Never mind. I got a new weapon on someone else. I think it was my Selkie character? Yeah, that was it. She got a new, steel cudgel. Which, honestly, did not help all that much. You wait your turn. So, unfortunately, the halberd is incapable of, you know, those, super slick, up-close and personal double shots, so... Yeah, that's why I keep an extra weapon on hand. I'll tinker with a fusion weapon after I get, like, Ice Magicite. If I remember correctly, Freeze is effective against lizard men. Alright, but for now, I need to make a holy spell. Hey, by the way, I found a quick way to remember how you fuse slow versus how you fuse holy. Slow can chain into stop, and it always chains downward with different elements. Whereas holy doesn't chain, so if you're trying to chain downward, then it won't work, you'll get slow, so always chain raise upward with another element, and you'll get holy. That doesn't really... That's not a very succinct way of putting it, but that's how I'm gonna remember it. Alright, someone give me that ice. Ice is nice. For creatures such as mice. Ooh. Well, at least it's not like the troll's massive shockwave hammer. Am I gonna have to deal with that when I go back to the mine a third time? Because I'm not looking forward to having to deal with more of them. Oh, by the way, I think I found where I missed the Mughal Nest in Tita. I'm very surprised that I missed it, but... no one's perfect. I think I can safely ignore the bomb on the bridge now, because we've made the bridge in Chrono. Don't need to fool around with the wood pieces anymore. Man, I just finished grinding for levels in the desert. I was really hoping that I'd be able to hit that thing with, like, a extended hitbox. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, I think I can only get one hit in safely before I have to run away. Ooh, I could just do this. Nailed him. Alright, we got a double dose of fire, double dose of thunder. Give me freeze. It's like the one thing I need right now. Nice of you to stand still for me, mister. Alright, that one is good to go. We'll get to that later. I feel like nothing changed in the second wave of this map. You guys noticing anything different? Because I'm not. Oh, dang, heavenly dust. That's important. I can finally make some, like, holy equipment for my clavat. Another freaking bee. Fine. Yeah, the bees are especially troublesome because they always inflict a stun on you when they hit. Yeah, I thought there would be more of them. Oh, damn, okay. Mages are casting level 2 spells now. That's different. And me without my fire protection. Oh, this doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but something I wanted to discuss but completely forgot about was the Legend of Zelda CDI games getting a fan remake via Game Maker, of all things. And this happened recently, too. I was really surprised to learn about this, but back in, like, November 27th. Yeah, that was, like, a week ago. You just keep getting free hits on me. If this were a MOBA, you would be, like, tickled pink right now. But you cannot kill me. I am much too tough and meaty. Damn, 2 artifacts right there? I didn't realize this little alcove was so rich. Alright, but yeah, the Faces of Evil and the Wand of Gamelon have been, well... They were available for a brief period of time by the person that made them. The guy who made them personally took them down himself before Nintendo had the chance to issue any kind of DMCA takedown or whatever. DMCA. This is not DMCA. This is just Nintendo's usual cease and desist behavior. Still not gotten freeze? I have not gotten freeze yet. Well, at this point, I'm not even sure if I want it. Ooh. Ugh. too many of them. You gotta get yours, I gotta get mine. Well, I'm surprised they backed off so soon, but yeah, I gotta figure out something. If I can just take down the big guy. There we go, the rest will follow suit. One by one they will fall like dominoes. I'm not scared of you no more. Alright, back to business. Oh, maybe not. Damn, another one. I'm honestly wondering if I should focus on the archer first. This thing's just gonna be an obstacle if I leave it there. Ugh, not fast enough. And those maces have a huge swing radius. Like, maces kinda don't get that much attention in fantasy all that often, but they pack a serious wallop for how simple of a weapon they are. Just die already. Ugh. And I can't just take potshots at them and retreat. They are just too dang quick. Still, hey, I got a buttload of defense. I'll be fine. My character's shadow looks like Wayne from Hylix. You know, the Moon Man. I see you guys did not pay any attention to me. Get the money. I don't know when I'm gonna need it, but I know that I will eventually. I saw that the merchant in Tipa, hometown, actually has new stuff for sale, and it is ridiculously expensive. I'm talking, if I pooled all my characters' monies together into one place, I still wouldn't be able to afford any of it. It's like materials for the ultimate weapons, and I don't even know when I'm gonna get the blueprints for that stuff. But hey, the materials are on sale. Hopefully I'll be able to just find them myself, because I do not feel like paying 4 years worth of life savings just to get my hands on a piece of ultimite or whatever it's called. Hold still. I genuinely hope this is the final bee, except I know it isn't. I saw another one. Really sucks that they have a bee and a ghost so close to each other. At this point, I've just about run out of enemies to fight. If I'm gonna experiment with weapon fusion, I gotta do it now. Oh, it took you long enough. Alright, so we'll try that. And we'll also need a bit of gravity and a bit of holy. Nope, not yet. You wait your turn. Where's that stupid bee? Oh, damn, I thought I had shock resistance. That took so long to get my items managed that I wound up completely losing my opportunity to do anything interesting with the ice weapon. Now I gotta use magic again to expose their weakness. Fucking hell. I do have shock resistance, it's just not very effective right now. Alright, this will pay off if I can like sneak up on an enemy and just decimate them in a couple of shots. Although at this stage, there's only like one little row of enemies left to even fight. So, goddamn, what a waste. This would be awesome on a big screen TV. Yeah, I'd say the monitor I'm playing this on is pretty darn big. Oh man, but this is just a Nintendo Switch game. Wait till you see the big beefy titles they have playing in like 4K resolution on the PS5. Now I'm not saying they'll be good games. I'm just saying they'll be like very impressive to look at. Ooh, there we go. I missed! Okay, this is not working out. I thought I had a good idea going, but the Dragon Lance is just so specific with what it hits. It's a strategy better adopted for, like, selkie weapons, where you can at least, like, shoot double projectiles back to back. Anyway, I saw footage of Crash Bandicoot 4, for instance. Finally got around to seeing Cat Icarus's video on the intense difficulty that is trying to 100% complete Crash 4. Ooh, there we go, that worked. Mental difficulty, but fantastic game. Fantastic looking at that. It's a real demonstrator of what next-gen consoles are capable of. Perhaps it is even the best-looking 3D platformer ever made. It's pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think that throne has been usurped by the PlayStation 5's demo game. I forget what it's called. Robbie's World? Something like that? It's some kind of little mascot character for the PlayStation, the PS5 specifically. And his little demo game, which is actually surprisingly big from what I hear, has you take this character around the inside of a PS5, you know, a virtual representation of it, doing all kinds of things that wouldn't be out of place in, like, a Banjo-Kazooie game. It honestly looks fantastic. From both a gameplay and a visual perspective. Honestly, part of me wants to try out a PS5 just to give that game a whirl. The problem, of course, is that that game is like the only one so far that's pushing the new hardware to its limit and doing everything it can to be a next-gen game. And it's completely free! It's the free game you get with the console. Alright, I need to think about this. What items do I want? Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna use the fusion weapon anymore. Let's just stick with cure and food. And maybe, you know what? Haste would probably be pretty good here. There we go. Let me just make sure I'm safe from the saw blades. This is basically, you know, King of the Hill Sawmill from Team Fortress 2. Alright, there's another cat somewhere. Where is he hiding? Oh, whoa, 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 what froze me? The Lizardman King has elemental arrows. That's a problem. That is a very big problem. Yeesh. Alright, hang on a minute. I got an idea. Why don't I just defend here? While waiting for the buzzsaws to do their thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, can't block that, though. Alright, I'm all amped up and ready to go. Let's do this. And I, like, completely forgot how little health this lizard man has. here we go. Here we go. If I got haste, I can run out of the way, no problem. Just shoot and dodge. Oh, Wizard Man, you're making this way too easy on me. Yeah, he's only a threat when his minions are around to harass you. This is, like, pathetic compared to the likes of the antlion from the desert. Too fast for you. I see purple particles. That tells me that those arrows are actually poisoned when they're not being lit up with ice. Golly, that was easy. Would have been even easier if I had something that resisted frost. Alright, well that's a wrap for year 8? Is that the year that I'm on? I can't even remember. Here's the situation with Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles right now. The end game is open. We can go there at any time and fight the final boss. But that's gonna be a really uphill battle unless we're properly prepared, and right now none of my characters are prepared enough. Everyone's got a pretty good attack stat. Like, once I get a next tier weapon for everyone, that's gonna be all they need in terms of power. But everyone's way behind on defense and magic. And even further behind on memories, which I did not realize until yesterday were going to be a critical stat to beat the game with. So that's something I'm just going to have to do on my own. I'm just going to have to go from crossroads to crossroads, mer tree to mer tree, making sure that all my characters have, like, an acceptable amount of memories to work with. I may just, like, start speedrunning dungeons.
Here you go, Capo.
Skip the items, skip the monsters, just go for whatever I can complete the fastest. Another letter from Denam? Oh right, he sent us another letter. Maybe some clues in Konal Kurak. I couldn't find any clues. My research on the miasma and monsters has come to a halt. I don't think I can do this any longer. I'm gonna say don't hurt yourself.
I've got your reply, Capo.
I feel like we're gonna find something related to him pretty soon. I'm fairly certain he's one of the characters that doesn't make it out of this game alive, and right now, we've got a body count of at least 3. First, there was the Black Knight, then there was Cecil, and the old woman from Luda. So who's next? I have no idea. Ooh, hey. Got a choice between a +3 in any stat of my choice. Well, this is a Lilty, so I'm really tempted to just go for the Giant's Glove right here, but let me see, how's our defense looking compared to everyone else? I've been keeping track of everyone's stats through a little, like, list on my phone. Yeah, our Lilty's actually lagging behind a little bit in terms of defense, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for this. We'll have other opportunities to boost strength in the future. Honestly, big boosts to defense seem kind of rare in this game, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Alright, Shimi now has 19 artifacts, and she has caught up with everyone else in the party. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this. If you want to see the festival cutscene, watch the GameCube version being played. Alright, oh, that was just year 7, okay. In ages past, there was no miasma, and the world was a paradise. A princess drew radiance from memories and with them, she made the crystal shine. Our world used to be this paradise. How could we forget to hope for a world without miasma? What do you mean, forget to hope? And what was with the thing that old man told me, yesterday? Like, the village elder, he said something about, like, sacrificing dreams to a princess? Sorry, memories. Sacrificing memories to a princess. I just don't really know what's going on. Alright, I propose that today we hit up Goblin Wall and, Rabina Teyra with a new character.
You're back.
But, of course, don't forget to talk to your family and get a mountain's worth of bread. My god, this would actually be annoying to deal with if I was playing on the GameCube version, because I would have to deal with the very limited inventory space. And I would have to constantly run back and forth, either selling or just, like, getting rid of all that bread.
Hello.
Alright, is there anything new I can forge? I pretty much have the best weapon for the time being, unless I get lucky with a boss and get a scroll for a legendary weapon. But that might not happen for a while.
Hello there.
How about accessories? Eh. I still don't know what it is that your character interacts with up here that generates the item. Like, it's not the rock, because, like, you have to face a little bit away from the rock, towards the ocean, in order to get that item. So, I don't know. There's nothing there except, like, a little bush. Santa is bringing Alex the game Cuphead. Hey, good choice. I mean, a hard choice, but, hey, maybe he'll get the hang of it.
Greetings.
If you're good at, like, reading anticipation in animation, then you'll get the hang of it eventually. It'll just take practice. As for me, well, the only games I'm interested in, aside from indie titles, like, the only things that I would seek a physical copy of at this point would be, like, Luigi's Mansion 3 and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which, funny thing, while I was doing some shopping for myself, was it yesterday? No, it was on Monday. I started off with Luigi's Mansion 3, like, in my cart, ready to be purchased. And then, by the time I was ready to check out, it had moved. It had moved out, and it was no longer available. So, yeah, apparently physical copies of games are getting kind of hard to come by. Anyway, I'm going to bring up the roulette wheel to decide who I should play as next. So we've got a choice between Sven, the Yuk, Saori, the Selkie, and Saki, the Clavat. Alright, let's see who we end up with for this year. Saki, alright then. We just finished with him, but fine, we'll go ahead and get him out of the way. At this rate, we're not going to end up playing as Sven again until, like 6 full years after we first played as him. Oh, right, I also need to... Alright, give me a second here. At the start of every year, you gotta send your characters back to their families to pick up stuff. It's all part of the process. Wait, you're not my family. I forgot what Clavets looked like. Alright, a bit of money, and probably, like, a bajillion bread and apples. Sure, I'll take it. Golly, that's a lot of apples. I kind of wish I could just give half of my food to the striped brigands. Because they're basically in a Team Rocket situation. In fact, they basically are Team Rocket without, you know, any females in the cast. But, yeah, they're just constantly scavenging for food. And, they don't need to be. Like, you get so much food that you'll never use in this game. They were so elated that I was willing to take their bribe offer of an apple. No, I was the one that made that offer. Whatever. Point being, I offered them an apple, and they acted like it was the best thing they had seen in months. So why can't I take the fruits of my family's labor and pass it on to them? I feel like that would be a nice thing to do. If I don't meet any other characters on the crossroads here before I get to the next Miasma stream, it's gonna be them. It's gonna be the striped brigands that I run into. Just like Team Rocket, they just keep coming back.
Welcome.
Welcome home.
Have I ever sent this family any seeds? No, I haven't. That's why Saori never gets any food.
Greetings.
That's how she keeps that slim figure, I suppose. All she eats is fish. Drink water, eat fish. Well, we take what we can get, I suppose. And then our Yukish character is probably not gonna have much to get from his family. Like, we get one recipe, one crafting recipe every year from the Alchemist family. And as far as I can tell, that is it. It really feels like if you're just playing this game on your own, there is no point whatsoever in making your family anything other than, like, merchant or blacksmith or tailor. Like, you need those three, and the rest just give you, like, goods that will quickly be outclassed by things you find in dungeons. Has Ghibli animated any games? Studio Ghibli, that's a good question. I'm quite certain that there have been games based off of Studio Ghibli films. But not, I don't think any of them have directly contributed to a game. Oh, hang on a minute. I just looked it up on TV Tropes. I am wrong. There are at least 2 games that Studio Ghibli has contributed to. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. One is called Ninokuni, developed by Level 5 Studios, and of course animated by Studio Ghibli. It literally translates to Another World. There's a few games in the series. Okay, so that's not just one game. What genre is it? Oh, no kidding, it's like a Pokemon kind of series. Interesting. I'm surprised I haven't heard much about this game before. Maybe it never got exported outside of Japan. I don't know. I'll have to look into that later. And the other one is Magic Pengel? Or is it Pengel? P-E-N-G-E-L. It has some very cutesy Ghibli-esque characters on the cover. And was made in 2002. Jeez, that was a long time ago. And it's also a monster taming series. Or just monster taming game. And apparently, you are able to illustrate your own monsters to control. Now that is pretty special. I don't think I've seen that outside of, like, Scribblenauts. Or, Drawn to Life. And those came years after this. Grapes. So yeah, I might have to look into these games later. They sound like they would be a fantastic experience. Man, yeah, the Alchemist drops are just pathetic. Not worth the hassle, really. Let me double check those games again. So, Magic Penguin, whatever. That was released in 2002 for the PS2. Whereas Ninokuni has a game on the Nintendo DS on the PS3. Which also got a... Hang on a minute. Okay, Ninokuni Wrath of the White Witch apparently got a re-release, an HD remastering no less, on PS4, PC, and Switch. So I could look this up right now and, like, buy it if I wanted to. Well, I'm at the very least gonna track it down, like add it to a wish list. I really think that I should give that a try at some point or another. So, whoa. Let's try it. Yeah, there we go. Wrath of the White Witch, right there. 70% off, huh? Oh, damn. I am so tempted to just drop on this right now. It would probably be worth it just to witness the cutscenes in action. Oh, boy. And that sale's not gonna last much longer. Oh. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. Tell you what, how about I watch, like, the trailer, and, we'll get an idea of what to expect here.
Why did you set out on this journey in the first place?
It's my mom. I have to save her.
Look at this place. It's amazing. So this is your world.
That's right. A whole nother world. Let's be off, shall we?
I'm expecting the Dragon Quest XI theme to kick in any second now. Hey, the 3D models actually look pretty good.
It's you two. Look, one is retrieved, one's won.
I don't need to relive anything. I've never played this before. Just tell me what the game does good.
Be careful out there.
It has giant cheese. It has giant womans. It has frog knights, or whatever the hell that is.
Save the world.
So that came out last year. I have to admit, I'm really, really tempted to just go ahead and splurge on this, and I think I will. Now, I don't know when exactly I'll find the time to play it, but 70% off is a pretty darn good deal. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna black out the screen for a minute while I complete the transaction. Wow, I can actually afford it with the spare change that I had from my last game purchase. Alright, cool. I hope it doesn't start downloading automatically, because that's probably going to hamper my internet connection speed. So yeah, I will get back to you and let you know how good that game is. Hey, since you and yours have a Switch of your own, maybe you'd have some fun out of it. It's been a long time since you guys had a good, like, solid RPG experience. I don't even know if you've played any RPGs outside of Super Mario RPG.
Hail, might you be carrying what I think that is? me see it?
Yes, this is it.
Perhaps it is a variation. No.
Meteorite, then.
If they offer a good price for it, maybe I'll just go ahead and sell it, because I don't know what to do with Chimera horns yet.
Would you mind trading this?
No.
What a shame. It was not meant to be.
You're gonna have a hard time finding a material to trade that's more rare than a cockatree. Chimera horn. Can't wait to play Cuphead. Oh yeah, that one looks fantastic. And it's not even done yet. Like, they still have to release the so-called delicious last course for that game. It's been in development for years, so I wonder when they're gonna get around to finishing it. Like, insofar as I know, there's not even a full-on release date for that yet. Oh, I forgot to switch to, Saki. That's who we're gonna be playing as. I may as well look it up real quick, since I was looking up stuff about, Ninokuni. Let me see here. Well, Cuphead is getting spin-off, novels and graphic novels and an animated series. So when is the... Oh no. Okay, here's the latest. This was published on November 25th of this year. After being delayed once in June 2019, the developers once again pushed back the release date for Cuphead's DLC indefinitely. They didn't provide a new release window or a release date or anything like that. They cited the ongoing coronavirus pandemic as the cause for the delay. Quote, "Throughout development, we've challenged ourselves to put everything we've learned from making Cuphead into the quality of the delicious last course's animation, design, and music. Meeting this standard has been extremely challenging for us amid the global pandemic that has affected so many of our fellow developers. Rather than compromise our vision in response to COVID, we've made the difficult decision to push back the release of the delicious last course until we are confident it will delight the Cuphead community the way we feel it should." I see. With warmest regards, Chad and Jared Moldenhauer, Studio MDHR. Well, that is a crying shame. But hey, we still got the base game to play. And that is still plenty of fun on its own. Although, with an indefinite pushback on the release date for the DLC, you gotta wonder... You know, will they just go ahead and start development on a sequel at that point? Like, just take the stuff they were going to put in the DLC and just make a whole new game out of it. Since they've spent so long working on it as is. I don't know. Could swing either way at this point. But I wish them well. Animation of that caliber is not easy to make. You can tell because even, like, the filthy rich Disney Corporation has all but abandoned 2D animation. Do they even do 3D animation anymore, or do they just shell all that out to Pixar? What exactly has Disney animated in the past 2 years? I don't know. They put so much emphasis on their stupid live-action remakes. They're completely unrecognizable at this point. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to AlphaTaria and see if we can participate in that festival thingy. And then we'll backtrack to Goblin Wall and find another dungeon to do after that. While I'm here, I may as well play Where's Stiltskin. Last time I saw him, he was in the tunnel right outside of Mag Mell. I hope he doesn't disappear from the game entirely. He's like the only recurring source of, like, year-to-year, like, new dialogue that I have. In fact, I'm so concerned about his whereabouts that I'm gonna go ahead and check this tunnel over here to the west. And see if he shows up there. That way I can just kind of tick off my boxes one by one. Play a round of Calculatus Eliminatus. And of all things for me to watch... Oh yeah, there he is! I'll get back to that subject in a second.
On a journey. We create new memories out on the road. Eventually, we forget them. So we set out in search of memories again. And we create new ones. Each time we forget, we want to create new memories. I wonder if that longing arose out of necessity. I thought about what purpose forgetting could serve, but nothing really came to me.
Huh.
Then, it occurred to me that the fairy tale and the Black Knight's tale hold the key. That demon devours faded memories. That light steals our memory. One is just a fable, while the other is the Black Knight's true story. But both involve a demon and light. See, the fable features someone else, a princess.
Oh?
She gathers the glow of people's memories and transforms it into the crystal's light. It's all just a fable, so you're not supposed to take it literally. So, the princess gathers memories and transforms them into something. I've thought that maybe she turns them into drops of myrrh. These days, I can't help wondering if someone like her is really out there somewhere.
Okay, that was quite an info drop. Is there a remake of Rygar? Good question. I know that there was a Rygar game on, like, the PS2 or the PS5 or something, and it's completely unrecognizable as a Rygar game. It looks more like a God of War game. That would be pretty neat. Although, you know what? If you want to see, like, a more high-fidelity version of Rygar on the NES, it was originally conceived as an arcade game. So, if you were somehow able to track down the original arcade version of that game, that would probably provide a pretty colorful experience for you. Let me see here. TV Tropes has a very small amount of info on this. The original Rygar was ported to many different systems back in the day. Including the Atari Lynx. Wow. And then it got a new game in the series in 2002, known as Rygar the Legendary Adventure. And I think that's the last we've heard of him. So, that weird random PS2 game that I saw that basically just looked like God of War. That's it. In addition to the arcade game and all the ports that we've seen of that game, that's all there is. That's all that has been written about Rygar. Ooh, listen to that. That's some new music. Why, it appears there's a festival in town. There he is, the mustachioed knight and his dog.
The caravan has just now...
Now. Settle down, Nocfelna.
I've never seen this scene before.
So, they've made it.
Yep, it's me, in my Hakama.
Welcome, Caravaner. My apologies for taking you from your duties. I simply wish to express my thanks. I have been lucky enough to catch glimpses of your journey. I was moved by your devotion to duty and family. You've spun many memories on your travels, have you not?
You just had to phrase it in that way. Are you the princess that Stiltskin was talking about, or is that completely unrelated?
I, too, must spin something. Peace. It is my duty as a princess to guard it and see that it is maintained. I've come to realize that every one of us has a purpose, something we are meant to do. It is you who taught me that, Crystal Caravaner. Thank you. I am truly grateful. This is but a poor token of my gratitude. Please, accept it.
I would be stupid to decline it, because I'm pretty sure it's a mind-boggling amount of money. 100,000 gil.
I pray that your journey is a safe one. May you continue to spin fine memories.
My god. How can you refuse a gift like that? I don't even want to know what would have happened if I had actually refused that. Ah, she's royalty. She can afford it. If anyone can, it's her. So can we just, like, talk to her whenever now? And this music, does it just keep playing? Yeah, you know what? I should go ahead and talk to everyone. If they're gonna say anything new, now's the time.
I'm busy right now.
Yep, that kid just still practicing with that spear stained with his father's blood. Oh no, don't tell me everyone says the exact same stuff. Alright, you guys seem enthused. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, never mind.
I see.
Yeah, you guys have
My
nothing
duty
useful
is
to
the
add.
king and the princess. I'd rather someone else police these streets.
And that's the exact same thing you said when I first met you, Knuckfelna.
My duty is...
Where's your dog? I don't even get the privilege of looking at your mustachioed dog anymore. This is one of those side quests that I wish wouldn't end, just so that I could have, you know, interesting new NPCs to look at every now and again. But now things have been, like, ironed out into a very boring status quo. Yeah, the princess doesn't even stand outside the castle anymore. That might very well be the last we see of her. I'm guessing we still can't go in? Of course not. That door is painted on. The fakest of fake doors.
Hello.
Can I at least forge something useful while I'm here? I could have gone for that holy shield, but curse resistance really is just not useful enough to justify going out of my way at this point. And an extra 1 point of defense? Like, my gosh, all I have to do is complete a dungeon once, and I'll get that boost. Alright, well that was at least worth it for the money. Now, oh, here we go. Gentle and bright, she looked like she was shining. It's an honor to think I played some small part in helping her reach her decision. May not be quite the duty of a princess, but as a caravaner, I will be doing my best too. That's all you have to say? Well, ever humble, I suppose. There's no doubt in my mind that that dialogue would not have changed at all if we had refused the money. So anyway, now that we have all this money that we don't know what to do with, I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to spend it on, and that's Tristan's stupid boat pass. Like, I could dump half of the money I just got into getting free seaward travel, ocean travel, for the rest of the game. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm pretty sure, even if I played for like 100 in-game years, I would still end up saving money in the long run. Like, that boat pass, that ship pass is just so ridiculously overpriced. There's no comparable metric. What I could do is hold out until I get access to, like, end-of-the-line crafting recipes for the absolute best equipment in the game. And then I'll just be able to purchase the materials outright, now that I know they're available. Even then, this much money would not last very long. I'd probably be able to afford 1, maybe 2 ultimate pieces of equipment for each of my 4 characters, and then that money would be gone. So yeah, let's see if we can make it last. There's no central bank in Final Fantasy, so we're not going to be able to, like, put it into a savings bond and watch the interest grow. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and do Goblin Wall. We'll figure out what to do next. Afterward. I guess while I'm here, if anyone is still in the chat, I should have asked this question earlier. I need to decide what game to play next.
The threat of monsters weighs upon the mind of every traveler. Brave Lilties purged the roads of danger long ago. But monsters still lurk about, biding their time in the nooks and crannies of the world. Goblin Wall is one such place. As they say, wherever there is light, there is shadow. I wonder if we will ever be rid of their menace.
Alright, Honkin' Vroom in the chat. I should have mentioned, I had kind of a specific list of games in mind that I was having trouble deciding from. And this opportunity kind of snuck up on me. I may have time for, like, more than one extra game this month, because my original plan was to kind of review and critique a sequence of independently made games made for a contest. However, that contest is not actually going to be over until the end of the year. Like, specifically December 31st. So, I've got time. I might even be done with this game by then. But for the time being, I need to drop this game down to 1 day a week. So that I can, you know, so I don't bore you guys to death with, you know, endless level grinding. Oh my god, my life for a gravity spell right now.
Fantastic.
Jelly, slow down. Do you have fire? Do you have thunder? Do you have anything? That's Blizzard. That's literally the only thing I have a ring of already. Oh, right. So the games in question that are on the table. I was considering these before, and ended up picking Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Layer over either of them. But other platformers that have my interest right now are Sonic Mania, which I've never seen the ending of. You know, like the all Chaos Emeralds ending. New Super Mario Brothers for the DS. That's a game that I've been wanting to return to. I cut out? Oh, sorry. I'll start over. Games on the table include... Damn, you got a new weapon. Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania I have played, but I have not yet gotten all the Chaos Emeralds, and I haven't seen the true ending. So that would be a fun thing to do. I also wanted to make a return to New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. Which I haven't played in a very long time, but I remember having a lot of fun with it back in the day. I figured that would be a nice, quick and easy experience to get into and out of fairly quickly before the end of the year. The game I mentioned before that was Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Layer, but I've actually already finished that game. That was something that I live streamed last month, or was it the month before that? Well, whatever. In the past 2 months, I went all the way through Ukulele and the Impossible Layer, had a good time with it. It was pretty darn hard. That Impossible Layer is exactly as difficult as it is made out to be. So, there was a third platformer. Oh yeah, in the past, like, week or two, Donkey Kong Country 2 has come out on the Nintendo Switch Online, like, SNES app. And I am very much eager to, like, have another run of that game. That would be a 100% run, where I would try to get all the bonus coins and all that. So, again, that would be pretty fun. That's 3 platformers so far that I am considering. I am also considering playing Pikmin, the original Pikmin on GameCube, and going for, like, a challenge run, where I try to beat it in as few in-game days as possible. I've been playing a lot of Pikmin 3 on my own time. I'm not sure if I want to stream it just yet, but the original Pikmin, that would probably be a fun thing to do. So, if you guys have any opinions on any of those games, or if there's, if something else comes to mind, I can't guarantee I'll take just a random request, since I'm not going to go out of my way to buy a game before the end of the year. Whoa, that's a big hairy dog creature. Have I even fought one of these before? It looked very unfamiliar to me. No, sir, I don't believe I've ever fought one of these before. And here I thought the Death Knights were the scariest things. Rabina Terra? I don't remember them from Rabina Terra. I remember, like, the ghost horses, and lots of spooky singing around in that area, but I don't remember the 2-headed dogs. But then again, my attention was so focused on, like, the multiplayer puzzles when I was going through that dungeon that I probably kind of blinded past a lot of stuff. And funny you should mention that. I think that's going to be the dungeon that I do next, after this one. Simply because I missed a lot of stuff. I may not be properly equipped for it, but I think I'll do relatively okay. Oh damn, the big goblins don't flinch anymore. And the bats also seem slightly faster. Alright, I'm trying to remember the relative order that you want to do these doors in. I'll keep exploring for now. I'll save that door for later. You think they appear in Tita too? I just replayed the second cycle of Tita earlier today. The most menacing enemies I saw there were the big scythe claw bugs. Abaddons, I think they're called. Which, come to think of it, isn't that like the name of a demon from either the Bible or Dante's Inferno? It's funny how often I get those things mixed up. I don't know which lore belongs where. Alright, well, briefly touching back on the subject of what game to play next, I've gotten exactly one other opinion so far. There's at least one person out there that wants me to play either a Mario or a Donkey Kong game, so... leaning in that direction, but I could change my mind. Hey, Mughal Pocket. That's probably the most common artifact I could have found in this dungeon. Alright, is that everything in this room? Everything except for that weird, out-of-the-way door that I don't know how to open yet. So there's only 3 connecting areas. Right. So I will come back here eventually. But through a different... Wait. No, I have to go through the other door in order to open the gate, and then I go back through that door. Okay. I've got it figured out. Okay, I do in fact have shock resistance, so if I run into any jellyfish, I'll be fine. I seem to remember Goblin Wall getting surprisingly hard on later cycles. Like, if not the goblins themselves, then at the very least the Goblin King. I seem to remember giving me some trouble at some point or another. I gotta say, Excalibur is pretty disappointing for a so-called legendary weapon. It doesn't even look that cool. Just some kind of weird black-orange Halloween marshmallow blade. But yeah, Soul Shot as a focus attack, I am not that keen on. It just takes so long to charge up and shoot. And the projectile itself is also slow. Compare that to the rapid, like, double blast that some of the Selkie weapons have. Or even just some of the wilty weapons I think are better than this. Maybe it's more useful in multiplayer where you can kind of just shoot it from a distance. But if it doesn't travel through enemies or anything, then I think I would just rather stick to normal attacks, frankly. I suppose that the larger area that it covers is slightly useful, in the sense that you don't have to worry about it, like, failing to reach its intended target. That just kept on happening with me in the Dragonlance. I wonder if Goblin Mages ever move up to level 3 magic. That would be pretty scary.
You okay?
Alright, did I miss anything over in this little hidey hole here? Oh, no, I already went here. Never mind. I've got high hopes for that one chest that's really difficult to reach. The one that I was never able to get to on previous attempts. I wasn't even aiming for the other two, they just got caught up in the collateral damage. Ooh, big goblin melee. Maybe I should bust out a big spell for this. What have I got? I could do a triple shot of Blizzard. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, too easy. That's how you take care of crowds. They didn't even land a hit on me. Oh wait, I missed one. I missed 2. Actually, whoa, there's a lot of you here. Hang on a minute. Ah, that one's got a mace. That one's got a spear. This is trouble. I was able to laugh the goblins off before because they didn't have capable weapons. There we go. Oh yeah, come to think of it, this little passage right here was blocked off earlier too. So yeah, we got all kinds of new activities available on Cycle 2 of Goblin Wall. I hope there's good treasures. Oh wait, I can't get up there from here? Alright, this one's the one with the weird, like, roundabout path. I tell you, these dungeons don't actually seem to cover a very large surface area, but they're complex enough to where it feels much larger than it actually is. I mean, just look at the Veolu Sluice. It's ostensibly one of the simplest maps, but all the stuff that you have to do on it, especially when the water level's low, like, they take every advantage of the limited surface area they have to work with.
Let me carry the chalice, Capel.
Too slow. Come on. You can do it. If you can't finish the whole word, you don't get to cast the spell. Rubies. Oh yeah, you know what? You know what? For the sake of the funny, I'm gonna go ahead and put The Legend of Zelda The Wand of Gamelon. No, wait, it's just called Zelda The Wand of Gamelon. Sorry. I will... If people requested of me, I will go out of my way to find the, remastered version that one guy dropped on Twitter. Like, I'll find it on the Internet Archives and play it. I saw it on the Vinesauce channel. I saw the Faces of Evil. I saw how the overall approach to the remastering went. They call it a remastering, but basically it's just a copy of, you know, it's a fan-made copy of the original CDI game. Which is probably for the best. 'Cause, like, how in the world would you even begin to work with crusty old CDI code, you know? May as well start from scratch. That's it? A master's weapon? I've got like 12 of those! Oh man, that wasn't worth it. But anyway, the whole remastering treatment that that guy gave to the Legend of Zelda products basically as an educational experience for himself, it's quite fascinating. It gives me the impression that the CDI Zelda games were, in actuality, very, very bare bones.
I'm tired, Capel.
Like, the only thing they had going for them was the art assets. Which, well, you know, even on that, your mileage will vary. The sprites are alright-ish. They certainly took full advantage of the color palettes available to them. But the cutscenes, of course, they went full-on as cheap as possible with that. They were too cheap to hire American animators, so they brought in this Russian team. Flew them in personally to work in a Bostonian apartment for 6 months. Or so I've read. And that's how they got those crusty, weird CDI cutscenes that we all know and love. Supposedly, the Russian animators had never even touched a video game before in their lives. And yet they were being brought on to do animations for a CDI game.
Capel, it's your turn.
Anyway, someone with access to every one of those assets, probably dumped straight from the CD itself, honestly might not have that much difficulty recreating everything that was in the Faces of Evil and the Wand of Gamelon. Because there's so little to them. All you have to do is make the collisions for all the little parts of the level, program the simplest of enemy AI routines. You got ones that fly, and you got ones that walk, and you got ones that walk and occasionally shoot things at you. Including the bosses! The bosses basically just walk left and right and occasionally shoot stuff. Including Ganon. I feel like the most advanced thing they programmed in that game was the moving platforms in the river area. Why fight head-to-head when you can just hit him from here? It's like those alcoves were made for spellcasters like myself. Oh yeah, this'll do. Watch it. I don't want to get hit by too many level 2 spells. Holy Christ, this guy's almost dead already. What was that, like 6 hits with Blizzaga? Pathetic. Actually, how does Skinner voice that line? I have to know. I've seen the image so many times, but I've never seen the actual scene.
Over there, sir. See? Oh, look out, Bart. Here comes Skinner. Yikes!
Whoever did this is in very deep trouble.
And a sloppy speller, too. The preferred spelling of wiener is W-I-E-N-E-R.
Oh, he doesn't actually say it. Oh. So that was just a caption. Oh, but someone made an edited version of the scene. Hang on a minute. Let's check this out.
Oh, look out, Bart. Here comes Skinner. Yikes!
Pathetic.
Not the tone of voice I had in mind, but...
Pathetic.
They even, like, changed his, like, lip sync. They, like, spliced in a new animation of his lips moving. What the...
Hail Mughal at your service, Capo. Capo! Here you go, Capo.
Alright, is it gonna be another letter from Denom? Nope, back from the family. Fruit seed! I already planted some. Do you want us to take them out and plant the new one? Yes. But I'm also gonna send a flower seed, so be prepared to ask that same question here in a year. I wanna see what happens when I send a flower seed. It's probably not gonna give me anything I can sell, but who cares? I just got 100,000 gil.
I've got your reply, Capo. So long, Capo.
I don't need food no more. Oh, that ought to be a shoo-in, huh? I picked up pretty much everything in the level, right? I did get all the artifacts, didn't I? Phew! I was really worried that I had forgotten something for a second. Alright, all these are pretty pathetic. So I'm just gonna go with the biggest boost that I can see. That's pretty much my approach to these relics, is go for the biggest boost you can find. Unless it's irrelevant to the build you have. So, you know, don't go for a big magic boost on a Lilty if you don't need it. So this is going to be a boost to defense. I'm going to go ahead and record it real quick. Alright, and now this Clawvet is the absolute beefiest character on the team. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and add the games that I mentioned earlier, just to make sure I don't forget them. I'll take one more opinion from the chat before I end for the day, which will be after the next dungeon. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and type all this out. Let's see here, Sonic Mania... No, Donkey Kong Country 2. Mario and Donkey Kong will be getting 2 entries on this wheel to increase their chances, because I got a request for both of those games. So we're going to be putting that on the list, as well as Pikmin. And was there anything else that I mentioned? I might be forgetting one, but I'm going to go ahead and put in Zelda the Wand of Gamelon. Alright, and I will update the... Oh wait, I forgot to put in... the other things, twice. Alright, let me try that again. Alright, there we go. Wheel is ready to go whenever I am. Which is not yet. I'll come back to it. Boy, I wish that the little side stories with all the other caravans progressed more rapidly. Because as it is now, it's been years in-game since I've seen certain other caravans. I didn't even see the Alphataria caravan once in the previous year. And they were the ones that I saw the most often starting out. The Luda caravan is very hard to track down. I never know when they're gonna appear. I just need to log more memories. Because I'm way behind on those, considering I've spread all the events around between all my characters. Only my Lilty has 30 memories. Everyone else has fewer. So I may need to start worrying about that sort of thing. Alright, I'm feeling pretty cocky after that pushover. That was the Goblin King. So let's go ahead and hit up Rabina Terra. See what kind of adventures await us. Hey, you weren't here before, were you? That fellow sounds identical to someone that I ran into in Alphataria. So I wonder if it's the same guy. I mean, not that you can tell these Lilties apart sometimes. God, at some point I'm gonna end up accidentally buying that boat pass. I need to try and remember to deposit most of my gil into the Mughal Bank. So that specifically does not happen. There we go. Who's it gonna be? Yep, Alphataria Caravan once more. With absolutely nothing new to speak of.
A few days ago, we barely survived the encounter. So, remember, their lives depend on...
I could make my own sentence mix out of all that. Do like a truncated edit. Where Yeah. Editing by omission. That's actually a particular style that I've seen in some YouTube poops. Some good examples include Gebu-chan's video, where he just took an episode of the Donkey Kong Country animated series and omitted every unnecessary word, making it, like, really fast-paced and weird. And there was also an Ed and Eddie YouTube poop, where they just spliced together every S sound throughout an entire episode. So the entire video is just a non-stop wave of... Well, it sounds funnier in the middle of the editing process. I was gonna look up this video, but how do you look up a video like this, where the title is just a sequence of S's? I'm gonna take a quick peek in here to see if anything changed. What the fuck? In the search results for Ed and Eddie YouTube poops, there's one called Ed and Eddie Make Funny Vor Jokes. Why? Yeah, they got some weird shit in the results for YouTube poop nowadays. Aside from the old guard, it's completely unrecognizable to me in this day and age. I have a vague memory, and that's why I came back here. I have a vague memory that the big ol' eggs that the carbuncles live in will eventually hatch, like, over time. Now, thankfully, that's something that I can confirm or deny just with a quick peek at the place. So I don't really have to go in too much depth. Oh, hang on a minute. Hey, level of detail, where'd you go? Alright, that carbuncle is still sleeping, or pretending to. So, I'm just gonna leave him be. We'll come back another day. The thing is that I have, like, no information about Magmel. I don't know what there is to do in Magmel. I don't know what the carbuncles are, I don't know what they have to do with anything, it's just a big mystery. And that's why I have to keep checking up on it. You know, miasma stream be damned. Here's another funny memory of when I played this game on the GameCube years before. I was so discouraged from, like, finishing the game because of how hard Mount Village was, that I actually changed my crystals element back to, you know, fire, water, wind, and earth. Because I read online that they gave you, like, little bonuses. Like, mild resistances to certain things. And I said to myself, yeah, that's pretty good. I'd rather keep changing the elements constantly, every single year, so I can have that small benefit. I'll just get the mystery element when I need it later. That was a big mistake. I failed to account for how some areas just seem to get completely blocked off depending on the year. Alright, let's hope I don't regret this. Oh, and by the way, I'm not doing the multiplayer puzzles again. I'll give them, like, a couple of tries, but that'll be it.
Long ago, the four tribes once lived together in a glorious age of prosperity. But such days have long since faded from memory.
Totally forgot, I have a lychee drink with me.
Nor any monsters.
Yeah.
The world was pleasant.
It's not cold anymore.
Until darkness came and choked the northern skies.
Whew.
They say that the
Smells a bit
golden
chalky.
age is gone, never to return. But I believe that we can somehow bring it back.
Oh, what was that?
I must believe.
I saw some kind of weird purple ghost.
If I am to carry on.
Alright, anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I bought this. It was a complete whim purchase. And I don't even know what lychee tastes like. But here it is, it's in my hand, it's opened. But the smell of it is making me second guess my decisions. Well, I have a trash can next to me in case I need to puke it back out, so here goes. That's different. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time finishing this bottle. It's different enough to where I don't know how to process it. Ugh! It's got one hell of a lingering flavor. Yeah, here's my strategy. Just pummel these things. Pummel all treasure chests with your strongest attack before you try opening them. And that's how we will get ahead. Alright, so I remember the mistake that I made last time. What I need to do is get the keystone and bring it to the right first. And then I will find another keystone a little bit later to bring back over here to the left. Oh, hey, already got access to Holy, that's good. I don't know what offers better DPS at this point, melee or magic? Well, you know what? It's probably melee at this point. I just keep on finding weapon upgrades, but it's been a while since I found a good magic artifact. So we'll hold off on the magic until we get like a really good spell. Well, okay, that's pretty good. Is that thing immune to Blizzard? I can't remember. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, come to think of it, I never found the Mughal Nest either. Gotta keep an eye out for that. Let me just go ahead and search this little quadrant down here, make sure I didn't forget anything. Or overlook anything, rather. Could be anywhere. And of course, this being ruins, every single nook and cranny feels suspicious to me. Alright, anyway, gotta get ready for gravity shenanigans. This bat may be white, but that doesn't mean it's alright. Kind of unrelated to anything in particular, but I felt the strangest urge earlier today to go online and look up video clips of old Dr. Seuss-related animations. There's no question that was a big part of my childhood. I imagine that is also the case for many children's. If not the animations, then at least the books. in that list, of course, is the War Axe. Still holds up to this day. The original book in the first animation, not that other film. I would very much prefer to pretend that that other film does not exist. But I'll make the rules.
Gravity.
So anyway, yeah, the War Axe's whole message about, like, overreach and industrialist greed kinda resonates in this day and age more than ever. Cause, like, we're running out of resources left and right in lots of different industries. Even the gaming industry is running into its own problems because of the excessive greed and ambition of the people at the top. Alright, here we go. Now I have to make the long, long trek back. Oh dear. No wonder I didn't entertain the thought of going the other way before. I thought, there's no way they're gonna expect me to carry this that far. But here we are.
I'm tired, Capo. It's your turn.
Yeah, me too, Mog. Ugh. Man, that lychee drink still is leaving a taste in my mouth. It has a decidedly chalky consistency to it that I do not like. Not one bit. Ugh. I need some water to rinse that out. Yeah, easily my most regrettable purchase this year as far as drinks go. Sorry, Japan. I don't share your enjoyment of lychee. I would rather just drink water. Alright, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3 little thingies. Oops, wrong one. Okay, apparently the mimics are immune to that. Let's try Holy. No? Are they just immune to magic? Should I even bother fighting the mimics? They don't seem to drop anything. So they seem like just a waste of time at this stage. Ooh, there we go. That's one advantage of having a big-ass projectile. You can hit multiple things if you're, if you catch them close enough. Going strong on Blizzard today, I see. Wait, where'd I put that keystone? There it is. Oh shoot, there's more of them. Couldn't you guys wait until I opened the door? Ain't afraid of no horses. Oh, and apparently that was the purple ghost that I thought I saw earlier. It was actually a nightmare. But I could only see the fire particle dividing his midsection. I wonder where the other half went off to. Oh yeah, I'm definitely underprepared for this run. I'm I'm gonna persevere anyway. At least I finally got 7 hearts on this character. I don't know why it took me so long to find an extra HP boosting artifact. But now everyone's up together, everyone's on par. Now I just gotta figure out where the 4th HP upgrade is. I don't even know what it's called. I've never found it before.
You okay?
It's like a courtyard where all the horses were gathered formerly in their lives. Wouldn't be too out of place in a Castlevania game, frankly. Do the nightmares not drop anything either? I'm starting to wonder if it's even a good idea to fight everything in this dungeon. Well, at least I know the ghosts have a chance of dropping something useful. But the nightmares, I am not so sure. Boy, there's a lot more enemies down here than I thought. Alright, all that effort, and we got the 2nd keystone, and an artifact of Engitsurin, which, last I checked, was a pretty basic attack upgrade. So, maybe not necessarily worth the trouble we went through. Still no sign of any Mughal Nest. If I don't find it early into Area 2, then I'm just gonna consult a guide for that one, because that one... I feel like I searched really thoroughly, but I just could not find it. Last time I was here.
Tired, Capone. It's your turn.
Alright, I don't think I ever had a chance to confirm it before, but there we go. If you're carrying something, Mog will never fall behind, no matter how tired he is. Not that that's saying much, considering how slow you're moving anyway, but here we are. I went ahead and ordered a new Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It's probably going to be the last thing that arrives in the mail this month. I don't know why. The demand for it just seems really high right about now. So, shipping is going to... Wait a minute. Did I get it? Okay, I got it. Shipping is definitely going to take a while. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the mimics. They can stay locked for all eternity for all I care. What was I saying? Oh yeah, got the Pro Controller because I'm getting sick of this Joy-Con drift issue. You'll notice it every now and again while I am playing. That perhaps my spell cursor is drifting a little bit too far to one side, or something like that. Nothing much I can do about it, unfortunately. Ooh, boy, I'm tired. I had a weird sleeping pattern this week, so I'm probably going to be ready to go to sleep as soon as I'm done streaming for the night. It's really early in the night for me, and I do have other things that I wish I could do, but I'll take care of them in the morning. really want to get started on that sprite sheet template for the game that I'm going to be working on, Fiend's Claw. Have I ever gotten one of those before? Yes, I have. Huh. Must not be a unique drop then. Should I just keep Holy and Gravity on demand? Because it's getting kind of annoying having to swap between them. I'll tell you one thing, Blizzard does not seem to be all that helpful right now. Like, unless it can freeze the skeletons in place in the next area, then I just don't see myself using it all that much. Maybe Blizzard works on horses? Oh yeah, totally does. Not enough for a KO combo, but close. Very close. If I had a bit more stat boosts, might be enough. Wait a minute. There we go. I wasn't sure if I could reach that yet, but there we go. I'm noticing that some of the enemies in this game have a kind of clockwork pattern on them. I never really noticed it before, but even the gargoyles have kind of, like, I know they're made of stone, but the pattern on their wings looks distinctly like clockwork to me for some reason. Thousands of years ago, my people flourished, but we were placed under an evil curse, and so we have stood upon your stoops of churches and building sites to this very day. We are gargoyles. So wait, can I not get up there yet? Oh, right. You have to go up and then down. Alright, well thankfully this place is only 2 areas big. And that's practically half the dungeon I've explored right there, so this shouldn't take terribly much longer. Although we do have puzzles to solve. Man, where could that Mughal Nest be? Every place looks like it could hold a Mughal Nest inside of it, but I just don't see it yet. Let's see, what spell is that again? Is that Blizzard? Oh right, you have to whack it. I wish the Stone of Clear was used in crafting more spells. I feel like that would be a very unique ingredient for spell fusion, but it never is. I just wish that it had a bit more usefulness, because status effects in this game just are not enough of a threat to justify the use of an entire spell to take care of them. Nope, no Mughals here.
Holy shit, Capo.
Hey, thinking of status ailments, does anyone happen to know what fire does? Like, being on fire? Because the only effect I've ever noticed on my player character is being able to run faster. So it almost seems like a good thing when you get burned. Assuming that you don't, like, run outside of the miasma range. You would think it would inflict damage over time. And yet, I can't really say that I ever saw any evidence of that. Oh, that's big ice right there. Alright, Fido, what big ice you have? Don't care, just trying to get rid of the spellcaster, thanks. Oh, that didn't actually do too much damage. There we go. And I got a piece of meat. Oh, happy day. Wait, what? That should have worked better. Another Gobi pocket. You know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. That way I can keep an elemental spell on backup. Oh hey, it's this puzzle again. Long time no see. I'll give it a try, but no guarantees here. So how did I do it? First I did this. So I gotta make sure that Mog casts the right spell here. 2. Wow, first try. I'll make it look easy. Wasn't that the one that I had the most trouble with last time? Or was that the being 2 places at once puzzle from a little bit further ahead? Well, it's a good thing I was able to accomplish that much at least. Because there was indeed an artifact hidden behind there. Don't want to miss those. And then, what's this? There we go, easy. Boy, for a secret bonus area, this place sure has a lot of enemies. Way to go, bonehead! You went and blew my time with the gargoyle! I still feel like right around here would be the perfect place for a Mughal Nest to be hidden. But it never appears. I'm so desperate for Mughal Nests that I keep thinking that I see one when I don't. Wait, if only I had magic that worked on these mimics. Maybe just plain fire? Or would that be too easy? Well, at the very least, I can check this to find out which one's real and which one ain't. All fake except for that one. Oh, Moogly House, where could you be? Alright, these dogs have to be weak to something, right? I'm gonna give Double Dose of Thunder a try. Oh yeah, that worked. I love it when the enemy is still emitting particles when they die. It's especially funny on, like, the cactuars that spin around and shoot needles everywhere. And, there's another one. There's another one that shoots, like, laser beam. The Golem! The Golem from, the Veilou Sluice. Yeah, if you catch that guy in the middle of an attack, or with the final blow, he's just gonna be firing lasers in all kinds of crazy patterns. Alright, seriously, there doesn't even look like there's anything here. So if the Mughal Nest isn't here, then where could it be? Works on the skeletons too. I wasn't sure if it did or not. Also, I'm not entirely convinced that those are in fact skeletons, because the more I look at them, the more mechanical they appear to be. And they drop gears. So yeah, I don't know. Let me see, that's probably going to take some effort to get to work. Maybe I should just go ahead and let myself get hit by this. Oh, come to think of it, yeah, the bonus condition is actually take magical damage. So maybe I should do that more often. Ah, what am I doing? You can't block magic in this game, I don't think. Oh my god, does that actually hurt me? Oh, shoot, that was the enemy's thunder. That would have been really funny if the particles just kept getting spewed out, but it didn't actually hurt. Actually, would it be funnier if it did or didn't hurt? They seem to be laughing at my utter misery and pain. It should not be legal for them to aim over the barriers like this. I know I can't do anything like that, so what makes use of the special skeleton man? That's right, nothing. Oh boy, time for more of these puzzles, eh? So the way to get this to work would be to freeze an enemy on this platform. And then take fire damage on the other platform, I think. Alright, yeah, that one's done. Gotta keep an eye on my HP. That's holy, I don't need that. Oh, that was close. Oh boy, that was easy since I was on fire and everything.
You okay?
Shit, no! What just happened? Oh, I'm under a curse right now. That's what's happening. I cannot seem to escape the clutch of that skeleton man there. Okay, skeletons are done now, I think. Now we're back at this puzzle. Again, I'm gonna give it a basic try, but no promises.
You okay?
Alright, let me think. How did I do this? I could probably just pull up a clip on Twitch or something. Alright, that lowers that. I need that to be low at first. And then I'm gonna get Mog to press the opposite button later, so that that drops down. So now, this has already been pressed. So I think what I'm gonna have Mog do is drop that down so that I can be lowered. Oh, wait a minute, that lowers that thing. Oops. Let's try this. Oh, right, because Mog only ever wants to go back to that specific spot, and that's why it doesn't work so well. So what I really need is for Mog to, like, wait on this platform specifically. But then there's, like, a problem with the platform raising and lowering, right? Well, I'm gonna give this a try anyway. So I need Mog to not move over to that part of the platform. Hang on, I think I remember now. I think I had the chalice right there. So that's not pressing the switch down. And then I, like, nudge Mog over onto the platform. But I keep it low. Alright, so Mog and the chalice are both on that platform, and I need them to stay up there while I drop down. Okay, good. So far, so good. And now Mog needs to pick up the chalice, and on his way back, he needs to, like, drop it immediately so that it hits the button. Wrong one. Yeah, you have to be, like, perfect with pressing the button to get Mog to drop the chalice on the button. Because otherwise it just ain't gonna work. Oops. I was trying to push Mog. Well, you get what I'm going for. There we go. That's what I was trying to get him to do before. Alright, Mog, you stay there. Don't move. Well, you can move a little bit, I suppose. Now, get ready. No, it just doesn't work. Oh dear. That's absolutely not what I needed to have happen. Oh wait, there's more buttons down here. Never mind. It's like, that's the idea, but the actual execution is really finicky and difficult to pull off. And frankly, I don't even remember if the reward is worth it at the end. It probably isn't. Mog, get over here. I don't know why it's so hard to tell a Moogle where to go and what to do. What if I had What if I had Mog, like, trapped on that side? Nah, it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with the strategy I had before, and just hope and pray that Mog drops it where he needs to. Stop. Don't follow me down here. Alright, go for it. Ah, you messed it up. But, like, that's all there is to it. If I keep trying, then eventually it will work. Oops. It would help a tiny bit if the buttons were a bit more spaced out so I don't accidentally step on them. Okay. There we go again. Yes! That's how it is done, ladies and gentlemen. And now, with the greatest of precision, I shall... I slipped off. Well, just gotta do it one more time, and we'll have it. Alright, Mog, get over there. Get over there and stay there. We were so close that one time. Honestly, I'm just button mashing and hoping against all odds that Mog drops the thing where he needs to drop it. That's all that I can hope for. Oh, that's a little bit different. He's actually positioned in a different spot this time. There we go. This time I'm gonna do this Crash Bandicoot style and just move using the D-pad. Alright, that works. Now we're... Oh, Mog, you weren't fast enough. Get on here. We still got a boss to fight, alright? How do I fight monsters again? Whenever I spend so much time on an individual puzzle, my brain just changes. And I forget what I'm doing and where I am. I've been getting an awful lot of diamonds today. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't even know what I can use those on. I haven't found any recipes with it yet. Guess that's it for up here? Just get like a crafting recipe and that's it? Oh, I got the moonstone. Let's go. Skull of Magic. Did I ever get that before? I can't remember. I cannot believe that that lychee taste is still in my mouth.
I'm tired, Capo. It's your turn.
I want to get rid of it. I don't think I have enough water for that. I only got like one gulp left. Do you mind? Oh! Oh, looky here. A little trap door that I didn't notice before. Finally found the Mughal Nest. Man, I don't have very many stamps left to collect.
Hello, Capo.
I wonder if there's a Mughal Nest in Mount Velenge, the final dungeon. Boy, wouldn't that be something. But aside from that, I'm not sure which nest I have overlooked at this point. What was that? Oh, that was the trapdoor. That... I almost mistook that for, like, something coming from the real world. Alright, there's all of our artifacts, and not one of them looks new. Oh well. Hey, at least we found the Mughal Nest. That's not nothing. I don't even know if you get a special prize for getting all the Mughal stamps. Like, for all I know, it could just be Mimic Crystals, and that's it. That's all you get. Oh! I can't believe it's not skeletons.
It's your turn.
Yes! I was hoping I'd be able to get both of them in one. And by focusing on two birds, I have let both of them get away. Never mind, I got him. Another gear? So I was right, the gargoyles are clockwork beasts. Fascinating. Cannot run from me this time. Okay, there we go. I was wondering why that wasn't working at first. I probably don't need to explore this little part of the map, but... the completionist in me wants to finish it. Maybe I should stay away from Crash 4 after all. Because I'll be just so tempted to go for 100 and super duper % completion. Even though that is such an obscenely difficult task. Obscenely time consuming as well from, you know, if what Character said is true. Yeah, you know what, I'm not gonna bother. I've already got all the artifacts. About the only thing that they could be hiding from me in that tiny little area is like a good crafting recipe. And what are the odds that it'll actually be any good? At this point, I think all the recipes that will actually improve my stats at this point are locked behind boss fights. That's where I got the ultimate weapon recipes. Well, quote-unquote ultimate weapon. Whatever the hell Excalibur is. Might be an infinity -1 sword for all I know. I just remembered we're gonna have to walk all the way back around in order to enter the boss chamber. Why couldn't they have put a little spot right there for you to just jump down? Hey, you know what? I just thought of something. Last time I tried to show the boss fight in this area, it got interrupted by a fucking connection error. So, like, none of that footage survived into the VOD. So now I'll actually be able to show off what the boss fight is like. Woohoo! Oh, it's gonna be a long walk, though. Honestly, I think Raise and, Haste and Holy are about the only spells I'm gonna need. Oh, wait a minute, I do have to worry about, like, elemental spells, though. Alright, fine. That's what I'll put in my last slot. Do I go here? No, I have to go back through, like, the little village. The little ruined village. And apparently, I missed a treasure chest right here. How did that happen? It's not difficult to get to. How did I miss that? Oh, because it's a mimic. Of course. Now I remember now. Now I remember now to go and withdraw cash from the ATM machine. Alright, here we go. Big Spooky Lich, round 2. I don't even remember if he had minions the first time around, but we'll see how it goes. Did I make a comment last time I was here about how it looks like a Tetheala temple from Tales of Symphonia? I probably did. There he is! I can barely remember what this bastard looks like. In part because he spends half the fight intangible. Wong! Yeah, let's get on with it. Yeah, you're real scary. Your skeleton minions are gonna be more of a hassle than you. Whoa! Alright, that feels different. Alright, so what do I need? Probably a bit of Blizzard, a bit of, Thunder? No, that's Thunder. Where my Thunder is at. Oh, right, you can't destroy those. My connection's dropping again. Okay, it seems to have been a temporary thing, but... My goodness, how upsetting that would have been. The fuck was that? That's just an earthquake. That is cheating. Where are you? His shield's back up again. Well, it looks like they're both thunder, so at least I won't have to keep rotating my elements. Ooh. I have a feeling haste isn't gonna actually help me all that much here. Golly, that comes out so fast! How are you supposed to deal with that? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my HP here. Oh hey, Skellington is back. It's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Where's he going? I saw his health bar move, but I don't know what that means. Why does that keep happening? Okay, it is way too hard to hit this fucker. He's just constantly... Can you even dodge that? That appears to just manifest from underneath you. That's so unfair. Fucking hell. Are you kidding me? He got his barrier back up again. How? How's he doing this? I got no time to wait on your slow-ass Mog. I gotta get this going. Otherwise that barrier's just gonna keep on regenerating. I mean, can't have that. Oh, he can just bring those back whenever he wants, I see. Ah, whatever. How does he do that? I end up wasting so much time just recovering from that bullshit earthquake. This is not a fair fight. just hit you with a stun from anywhere at any time. Oh boy, I am really tired. This is definitely going to be our stopping point for today. I'm going to check what I've posted online earlier today to make sure I didn't overlook any games that I want to play. But, oh, my kid cousin turned 16 today. He may be looking to turn into a she in the future, which is quite interesting. He is in the perfect, most accepting community to be looking into doing that sort of thing. So I wish him well, regardless of what path he takes. Sweet 16, baby! Big forehead reflection. Well, so it ends once more.
Hail Mughal at your service, Capo. Capo! Here you go, Capo.
Here's to hoping that future installments of these dungeons don't become so bonkers hard that I can't progress any further. When you reach the pass, don't forget to drink the water. I hear it's the finest. It may have a bad aftertaste, but that means it's good for you. Alright, sure, I guess. Did I already send them a flower seed? Yes, I did. Alright, I'll send you guys money. I got tons of it, so here, have a magical 1, 2, 3 gil. Oh, wait, look at this. Whole family's happy with me right now.
I've got your reply, Capo. So long, Capo.
Magic. Oh yeah, I guess the boss fight counted as taking a ton of magical damage, didn't it? Look at that! That's one of the highest scores I've ever gotten, and it's for taking damage. Oh damn. I'm running out of artifacts that I can claim. What happens if you can't claim any artifacts? Ooh, that's a scary thought. You might have no choice but to just leave without one. Alright, Saki is now up to 21 artifacts. I'm going to give him a +2 strength artifact, and Google keeps autocorrecting me in really terrible ways. And now I'm going to have to double check to make sure I didn't just completely screw up the number, because I had to erase it and then retype it. You know what? I'll worry about that another time. There's no, like... Oh wait, there's the miasma stream. I can go there. Thank goodness for neutral territory like the miasma streams. One more little cutscene for the road. It's the foam caravan once again.
Say, you have enough of these ins?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sorry, Toots. I got like a dozen of them in the Mughal bank back at home. I really don't need any more. And even if I did, I wouldn't buy them from you, because I remember last time you tried to charge me out the nose for some stupid little crafting ingredient. I don't need your help. Alright, so what dungeon to do next week? I have no idea. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Now I need to make sure I got my numbers right. 54 attack, 54 defense. Still sitting at 30 magic. Saki got lucky with the +5 magic artifacts, but he's been falling behind lately. Now, 2 other characters are ahead of him in terms of magic power. So now Saki has to rely on being a jack of all trades. His benefit is having a lot of defense, whereas Saori has good magic and physical offense at the expense of her defense. She makes up for that with speed. Alright, and now before I go, let's go ahead and save. "44 hours I put in this game yet, and we're still nowhere near the finish line." Alright, let's go ahead and close that. Maybe Ninokuni will be ready by the... Why didn't I put Ninokuni in the list? It might be too long. I'm gonna have to save that for when I have a lot of time to spend on the game. I'll probably just play it in my own time. Anyway. Let's give the wheel one quick spin. Decide what next game we play next week. Again, double entries for Mario and Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong! What do you know? So yeah, again, to review, our options were Wand of Gamelon, Pikmin, New Super Mario Bros., Sonic Mania, and Donkey Kong Country 2, and DKC 2 has won. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a 100% playthrough starting next week, courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Super Nintendo Switch app. So with that, I will bid you guys good night, and see you next week with a new game to get your Joy-Con stuck on. That new controller can't arrive soon enough. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.